On air. Online. TRAXXfm.
Good morning, Malaysia. 10:30 on the clock. Otto with you, coming to you live from Angkasa Puri, Kuala Lumpur. If you want to check out us live right now, you can do so via our Twitter account as well as on our Facebook account with the handle TRAXXfm Official. That's TRAXXfm OFFICIAL. Now, with our guest in the studio right now, we have Dr. Aida Harlina binti Abdul Razak. She's a psychiatrist from the Psychiatric and Mental Health Unit from Hospital Serdang, and we're going to talk about creating hope through action. Thank you very much for being in the studio.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Good morning, Doctor. Now, Dr. Aida has been in the field of psychiatry for 12 years, and she's graduated in the year 2000. Yep, and you hail from Pahang and was brought up here in Selangor. Yeah. Yes. So, well, anyway, thank you so much for being in the studio, and we're talking about creating hope through action. Now, if you are currently online right now, you can always give us a call or give us a little hoot on our Twitter, on our Facebook page at TRAXXfm Official. Leave a comment, like it, share it as well. And if you want to ask any question, you can do so via our phone lines as well. All right. For now, we are going to talk about creating hope through action. So creating hope through action is a triennial theme for Suicide Prevention Campaign 2021 and 2023. Could you comment on the theme, Doctor?
Hi. Yeah. Okay. I think I just want to start by saying that every year, World Suicide Prevention Day is celebrated on September 10th. This campaign starts back in 2003, where it was initiated by the International Association for Suicide Prevention in conjunction with the WHO, the World Health Organization. And it is an awareness in order to provide worldwide commitment and action to prevent suicide with various activities around the world. And the theme for the campaign is every 3 years. So the theme Creating Hope Through Action is for the years 2021 to 2023. And it is hoped that by creating hope, we can reduce the stigma around suicide and foster a culture where people in need can easily seek help. And through action, we hope we can play a supporting role to people in crisis.
Now, Doctor, can you share with us how is the suicide scenario globally as well as locally?
Okay, the numbers are quite alarming actually, so everyone needs to play a role. WHO estimates that about 700,000 lives, 700,000 deaths is due to suicide every year, and that translates to about one death every 40 seconds globally.
Wow.
Okay. And for each suicide, it affects approximately 135 people, the family members, the society, the community. And it is also estimated that for one completed suicide, there are 20 others who have attempted suicide. And of course, many more who have suicidal thoughts.
I mean, when we celebrate World Mental Health Day on October 10th, why is it important to keep good mental health?
Well, basically so that we can function. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we cannot function if we don't have good physical health, right? And we know that physical health and mental health, they're not independent. They affect each other. So So we have to know that mental health includes our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. Hence, it affects how we feel, we think, and how we act. So our mental health determines how we handle stress, how we relate to others, and make healthy choices. And when we can make healthy choices, that's when we can connect to others. We can work. Yep. We can be productive.
Exactly. Exactly. We're talking to Dr. Aida Harlina binti Abdul Razak. She's a psychiatrist from the Psychiatric and Mental Health Unit at the Hospital Serdang. We're talking about creating hope through action. So we're going to take another short break right now, and we'll be back. But anyway, if you want to talk to us, you can do so via our Facebook page right now at TRAXXfm Official. Say hello, or share the comments and share this live actually, because we're talking about creating hope through action. So we're going to take a short break right now, and we'll be right back with a good doctor right here on TRAXX.
On air. Online. TRAXXfm.
Good morning, Malaysia. Otto here, coming to you live from Angkasa, Puri, Kuala Lumpur. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far, the 17th of October. And we're talking about creating hope through action with our guest today, Dr. Aida Harlina binti Abdul Razak. She's a psychiatrist from the Psychiatric and Mental Health Unit from Hospital Serdang. Thank you once again for being in the studio. Thank you very much, Doctor. Now, if you are currently online, we are currently live on our Facebook page right now, and just like to say hello to Ronnie C. Thank you so much for the comment and likes, and please remember to share this particular live if you are convenient. If not, please just listen to us, because this has to do with World Mental Health Day, which was celebrated on the 10th of October. So back to the question at hand. We already know how the suicide scenario globally. What about the local suicide scenario in Malaysia?
Actually, it's not easy to gather information about deaths by suicide. But what we have from the PDRM, the Polis Diraja Malaysia, they noted that there is an increase deaths by suicide from the year 2020. In the year 2021 compared to the year 2020, where in the year 2020 there was 631 cases deaths by suicide, whereas there's 80% increase in 2021 of 1,142 cases.
Wow. The increase is staggering to me. Now, how would one actually know what they're facing is a mental health issue, or is it actually just a mental illness? How would they know?
Okay. Yeah, that's a very good question, actually. Thank you. We all have cycles of our emotions. There are days where we are fine. Even in a day, we can have ups and downs in our mood, and that's pretty normal if you can bounce back to your normal mood. If you have, let me go back to trying to put it as an analogy to your physical health. Okay. There are days where you feel a bit down, a bit unwell, a bit under the weather, but you can still come to work, function, compared to days where you're really physically sick. You just have to stay at home and stay in bed and cannot do anything. Okay, so akin to mental health, there are days where you feel you're not too okay, but you know you can still pull through, come to work and still be productive. And those days can happen, can last 1 or 2 days, but eventually you cope with it. Maybe you see a friend, you do something that you like, so your mood bounces back to the normal mood, and that you can function back to your normal self. Okay, if you have mental health illness, the period where you're not able to function would be longer, and the problem with your mood or your thoughts would be more intense, that you cannot overcome it despite trying to do things that would be able, usually in the past, would be able to make you bounce back to your normal self. Am I making sense?
Oh, yes, perfect sense. I would just like to encourage our listeners as well, if you are currently a boss or a manager, the best part is if your employees, or let's say your extended family members, were truly honest, then that would also benefit the mental health of your employees or your colleagues, because being honest, especially like our good doctor here is saying, that if they can be truly honest, they cannot function. They go up to their boss and say, "Boss, I cannot function today. I really feel unproductive today. I'm sad. I just need to watch," let's say, for example, a stream of TV series, for example. Just need to go home and lay down and just recuperate back, because there are people in my circle of friends who are bosses of a company. They have people who actually come up to them and say, "I just need a break," and they said, "Yes, okay, I'll give you a 2-day break, just a holiday, just to recuperate, because you're just too stressed," as opposed to some people who actually lie about it and saying that, my family member just passed away, or my car broke down, when actually they have a mental issue which they need to just sit back and relax. So honesty is also part of mental health. Is that true, Doctor? It's
true indeed. And the fact that you mentioned that when an employee goes to the boss to say that they're unwell, that's being assertive. It is important to be assertive. As much as I think we Asians, we like to please, or is it that we feel that we need to perform? We also need to be selfish in the sense that we need to know our limits and be assertive to say, "That's it. I think I cannot do this.
Yeah, true. Definitely. Now, various stakeholders have taken many steps and activities to reach out to the people in crisis, be it government or non-government agencies. Now, please share with us what are some of the activities they have to offer.
There are many activities out there. Actually, me, myself, working in the Ministry of Health, in hospitals, I'm a clinician. We do our own activities to promote awareness in the hospital. And of course, at the ministry level, they have been advocating this campaign, Let's Stop Minda Sehat, whereby they have advertised where people should go to when they need help, or numbers that people can call when they think they need help or when they're in crisis. We have so many NGOs helping out to reach people who have problems with mental health issues, such as Befrienders. And I think Miasa Malaysia is also doing a very good job. There's Awas, there's Safe Space, there's the other Kementerian, Talian Nur Kasih by Kementerian Wanita is there. I think we just need to find out. If people think they need help, they just need to find help.
Yes.
Do not shy away from help.
On the spot, exactly. Now, we are currently live on our Facebook page right now at TRAXXfm Official. That's TRAXXfm OFFICIAL. I would just like to say good morning to Ronnie C. Thank you so much. And also to... Let's see, who do we have online? Rose Teo, thank you so much for being online as well. Please remember to share and also comment if you like, and ask the good doctor if you need any clarification with regards to today's topic. And we're talking about creating hope through action. Now, before we go on a break, one last question over here. Now, despite the many steps taken, there are still many out there that choose to be silent and shy away from help. So why is this still happening?
I think number one is they're not aware that they're having the problem. They think it's just something they can get over it by themselves. And number two is the strong issue here is stigma. Stigma, yeah. Yeah, it's one, self-stigma, because they think that if they go and seek help, they're not good enough, they're not strong to fight it on their own. That's self-stigma. And then there's the stigma from the community, that people who seek help, a psychiatric problem, gila, they're unwell.
Because those are the things.
Yep.
I've got a couple of friends also who are going to a psychiatry treatment because they are also dealing with some mental health issues as well, and they are my friends, but they're not shy. They're not shying away from it because they understand the situation and they need help in that sense. In other sense, like say, for example, they have issues with like monetary issues. They don't go for psychiatry for that. They go to other friends who are successful entrepreneurs to deal with that issue. But in terms of, you see them cry out of nowhere. And then we ask them, ask him or her, are you okay? And then they said, yeah, I'm dealing with this issue. So because of that situation, he or she decided to, go for psychiatric help because of that issue, that emotional issue, which they cannot express in public. So they seek out psychiatric help. But that's the issue with my friend. So once again, if you have like this kind of issue with a friend or anything, you can always give us a call through the lines at 0322825491 or 0322824746. But we're going to take another short break and we'll be right back with a good doctor with today's topic, which is creating hope through action, right here on TRAXXfm. Good morning, Malaysia.
On air, online, TRAXXfm.
Good morning, Malaysia. Otto here, coming to you live from Angkasa Puri, Kuala Lumpur, with our guest today, Dr. Aida Harlina binti Abdul Razak. She's a psychiatrist from the Psychiatric and Mental Health Unit from Hospital Serdang, and we're talking about creating hope through action. So once again, thank you very much, Doctor, for being in the studio with us. Now, with regards to overcoming mental health issues, how do we actually overcome this?
Overcoming mental health issues, we need to create awareness. Education. And I forgot to mention that one of the various activities, among the various activities that the Ministry of Health does is penetrating the school children. So they actually go to schools And apart from doing the vaccination, the usual dental services, they are also now implementing mental health awareness among school children, especially the secondary school children. So with education, we hope that people are aware that mental health issues is not just something wrong with you that you can snap out of it. It is a real problem, and that these people need help. So when they say that they need help, we should empathize and offer them a holding hand, listening ears.
Definitely. And how does one actually get help?
Okay. How do one actually get help? There are either you can go to the government sector or the private sectors. The public health sector, we offer services at the Klinik Kesihatan. There's so many Klinik Kesihatan all over Malaysia, and there are doctors there who would be able to help you with maybe the simple cases. But if they think that the case is a bit more serious, then people would be referred to the psychiatrist at the hospitals, the public hospitals. And so if you need to go through the government channel, you have to go through via the Klinik Kesihatan.
I see.
Okay, and then if need be, you will be referred to the psychiatrist at the hospital. Although there is also this Mentari program.
Okay.
Mentari being mental health rehab. Okay, these are also under the psychiatry unit, and there are about almost 100 Mentari in Malaysia.
Oh. 100 over, yeah? Or is it more?
I don't have exact number because I'm not in charge of Mentari myself, but I think there's about 100 Mentari all over Malaysia. Okay, Selangor, at least I think there's about between 7 to 8 Mentari. Okay, so
in order to seek a certain help, you have to go to the clinics first. And what do we do there? Do we ask for a certain forms or anything? What do we do?
Of course, it's like having a physical health. The doctor will definitely ask what's wrong with you. So, and then if they know that the issue is related to mental health problem, they would give out certain questionnaires to see what's your issue, and then the good doctor will interview.
Okay.
To do a clinical interview.
And if need so, they will recommend to a hospital nearby if it's more severe as opposed to just being in the clinic. Okay, thank you very much. Now, is there anything else you'd like to add before we let you go, Doctor?
Mental health is very important. If people feel they need help, please do not shy away from help. Mental illness is not a problem that you can snap out of it. It is a biological problem. Treatment is there, available, and effective. So please do come for help.
All right. Thank you so much, Doctor. We're talking to Dr. Aida Harlina binti Abdul Razak, psychiatrist from the Psychiatric and Mental Health Unit Hospital Serdang, talking about creating hope through action. So once again, if you need any help, the doctors are there for you, especially when it comes to mental illness or you need some help with terms of emotional or support. They're always there for you. So make sure that you go to the right channels and know the procedures before you proceed to it. All right. So thank you so much, Doctor, for coming in the studio right now. And we're going to take a song break before we bring you the news at 11. So stay tuned for that. For now, it's back to more music right here on TRAXXfm. Good morning, Malaysia.
On air, online, TRAXXfm.